Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today I want to talk about the latest batch of STO news and go over some of the sales that have just went live for the current weekend. So, as many of you probably have already heard, several ships from STO are now canon. They were in the first episode of season 2 of Picard. The people doing Picard realized all of the memes about, the spam of inquiries at the end of the last season, and they wanted to remedy that, and they looked for some Federation designs, and they hit up Cryptic, and they got Thomas and Hector from the STO art team to help them get some STO designs over into Picard to diversify the amount of ships that were shown there. So that's a nice thing, and I congratulate Cryptic for getting that done. So to celebrate, Cryptic is going to have a bunch of sales over the next week, and the big one here is the fact that the inquiry is going into the Lobi store for just the next couple of days, though. Now, for those of you that have not dealt with the inquiry before, the inquiry is easily one of the best energy weapon platforms for normal or advanced content, and even most elite. Just hands down, the only ship that really beats the inquiry, I would say, is the Vaadwaur Juggernaut. But the inquiry is a much better looking ship. It flies much better, and it's a normalish Fed design compared to the Vaadwaur Juggernaut, which, if I go and grab that here, the Vaadwaur Juggernaut's just this massive ship that's a bit rough to control. So you see how big the Jug is here. The Juggernaut's a very, very large ship, and the Inquiry is just much easier to fly. It's much easier to handle, and they both are very close, I would say, in their performance potential. I haven't sat down and got the raw numbers on how they compare, but they're both very comparable ships with their bridge officer seating, and they're both extremely good for energy weapons. For those of you that have the Lobi, it's going to be 960 Lobi here for this couple of days, and there is going to be a 20% sale off the rest of the Lobi store while it's active, but if you have enough Lobi to get the inquiry, I'd highly recommend it, because, as I said, it is one of the best energy weapon platforms that you're going to get. And I know most of you are doing energy weapons, and I know most of you are playing normal or advanced content. This ship is going to dominate in that level of play. Especially you just are running like cannons or beams, and all you're doing is normal and advanced. The Inquiry is going to be one of the best ships in the game. Like, one of the only thing that I think is going to beat it is that Vaadwaur Juggernaut. For normal and advanced. So I highly recommend you use your Lobi and grab an inquiry while this sale is active through March 7th. Now, some of the other sales they have up... Actually, I need to pull that other STO back up. So they've got the 10th anniversary bundle back out, and I would never recommend that you get the premium version of that bundle. That just adds some random fillers. If you're going to buy the 10th anniversary bundle, I would only buy the standard version of the bundle, and that is going to be just under $200 US. But that includes 10 amazing ships in it. Some of those ships, may not have the best seating or whatever, but the ships in here are generally really good. And if you have been waiting to get the 10th anniversary bundle, it's definitely the most bang for your buck bundle in the game. The closest to it is the 12th anniversary one that we just got. So some of the other ships that are on sale, you've got the Reliant. The Reliant was shown in Season 2 of Picard with one of the STO skins on it. The Sutherland was the same. The Gagarin also appeared in Picard, and then the fourth STO ship that appeared was the Ross, which the skin for that one is unfortunately locked to the 10th anniversary bundle here. But overall, like, the sales, the 10th anniversary bundle sale is always great to have, and if you've been after a Gagarin, the Sutherland, or the Advanced Light Cruiser, there's never been a bigger sale on them. They're 30% off, so I'd highly recommend those. We have a mud sale active also on everything but the big ship bundles. The Kobayashi Maru resupply device is in here, and as I said the other day, I only recommend this for people that are just dying, like min-max, hardcore, types of people. Like, I think it's handy to have, but I don't think it's a game changer for most people. The rest of the things in here, it's up to you if you're going to grab them. Ground wise, the costume is 6,000 Zen that they just added, but it's 75% off, so it's only 1,500 Zen during this event or during the sale. And then the Silic modulation weaponry. Apparently, I don't have these myself, but apparently you can change the damage type on them, which makes them really good for doing endeavors. I do think that's nice, but personally, I much prefer just having a split beam for each damage type when I do my ground endeavors. That generally works out quite well for me. So overall, to recap, the big thing here is that the Inquiry Battle Cruiser is in the Lobi store. I know most of you aren't doing, tort boats. I know most of you aren't really playing elite content because I barely play it. Most people I know at a high level barely play elite content. Everyone in this game plays normal and advanced for the most part, and most people are using energy weapons, because that's what they saw in the show. So I have to highly recommend that if you have the 960 Lobi or you have the EC to grab an Inquiry off the exchange, let's check what those are at right now. I would highly recommend that you get an Inquiry while it's out in this in the Lobi store for the next couple of days. That it's going to be there until March 7th. So as we see here, they're already down to 730 mil. They've already, for a promo ship, it was above 1.5 bill before today, and with the sale, it's already under 700 mil, and it's probably going to, I would have to say it's going to hit at least 500 mil, over the weekend. So if you have the resources, grab an Inquiry. It's an amazing ship. I have a build that I put together on mine that I will have linked at the end of this. It's a very in-depth build, so make sure to go check that out if you want to see a build to toss on the Inquiry. The Inquiry is amazing. The trait from it sucks. Okay. The trait from it is not great. And the console from it, I do not recall being great either, and I don't even know where that is in my inventory. Is this it? I think it might be this variable assault deflector. I gotta beam up to show you that. But you're not buying the ship for the trait or the console. You're buying the ship for the ship itself. And it excels at what it does. It is basically what I'm trying to get at. But the console on it is variable assault deflector array, plus 22.8 flight turn rate, and 15% phaser damage. Has the passives. It does have a 3-piece if you have the other Avenger consoles. So those are little boosts there, plus 15 Cat 1 all weapon damage, and plus 33% flight turn rate on the 2-piece. That damage boost is Cat 1. The 3-piece just gives you some hit points and flight speed. So if you were a fan of the Avenger, that's another reason to consider the Inquiry. It is basically the best version of the Avenger in the game. But that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.